Evening, everyone. Welcome to the world of English with Sakshi Khanna here. Again, I am presenting today the continued part of comprehension passage based on the MCQ culture, MCQ multiple choice questions, the scenario, the terminology, the technology, what you need to use with writing the sentences or MCQ based answers. It's totally different. Difference totally contrast. So today we will discuss the strategies which we need to follow when we are dealing the passage, which questions are purely based on the MCQ scenario. Okay, so let's begin with that. MCQ based scenario, what is exactly that? But before I proceed, I just brief you up multiple choice. Just look at the screen instructions, read the following questions carefully and choose the letter that best describes the answer. So write your answer in a separate sheet of paper. Okay, so there are four options, 1 2 3 4. So which is the correct one? In this way, from four options you need to go to the correct one. I must say, in the competitive level of English there is no correct option. Maximum answers are matched and they all are correct. What we need to do, we need to do the close one option. We need to select the closed option, which is totally close to the answer, because in four options two are correct, one is incorrect, okay, and one is the our choice. Our choice means we need to select that choice. Okay, it can be in the same proportion or it can be in different proportion, like that. Maybe two are correct, one is incorrect, and one should be the correct one, means the close one option, and one is close one option and three are correct, to make you more confused. So it goes like this. So you need to be very much cautious when you are dealing with the MCQ based culture. Moving ahead, reading comprehension and multiple choice. Multiple choice test, college entrance exams, classroom test, and most other examinations contain multiple choice questions. Since you will no doubt encounter means you will not interact with them, you will not deal with them, you are not going to get the correct options, right options. So it's very tricky. So these types of questions on test, if you are preparing to enter college, learning some test taking strategies will be very beneficial. So as you people are dealing with the competitive level of the world, in which maths is there, English is there, science is there. Okay, so the basic scenario is multiple choice only. For multiple choice, you have to be very much well versed in your concept, because here you are not having any option to write two or three sentences which you will manage after reading the paragraph. So you need to give the correct option, either yes or no. It goes like that. So be very mindful while doing such type of question. Okay guys, moving ahead to the technical lesson of today's topic. So it has been divided in the steps. So there are different types of steps which we will be doing today's session. So steps to answering multiple choice questions. What is a multiple choice question? I have already explained you, but we will do it once again in the technical terminology. It is a question that lists possible answers and asks you to make a choice and select the correct one. So I'm repeating once again, it is a question that lists possible answers, means maximums are answers, and ask you to make a choice and select the correct one. So you may be surprised to find out just how hard multiple choice questions can really be. Students think that when MCQ culture based examination is quite easy, but I never support this statement, because when you are having ample of choice, you can't go with the correct option maximum time. You need to think out of the box when you are dealing with the MCQ based culture. That is why it's little tricky, because you need to go beyond the lines, out of the box, like that. Learners, step 1 is here on the screen. What is in the heading? That is step 1, Read the question carefully. It clearly shows that what you need to do, you need to read the questions carefully. So the thing is different here. When you are dealing with the passage based on the MCQ culture, you need to go to the questions first. So even though this is a time test, you will waste more time by not reading the questions carefully. This is very important. Make sure that you understand the question. When you will understand the question, okay, then you will get your target. When you get your target, you will hit the target in the passage without wasting your precious time. Okay, for example, if I know that I need to find my mobile only, so I will go to the room and I will simply search that where mobile can be. Okay, where mobile can be found. In the same way, if we know that in the list we need to find out such so and so facts, date based questions, okay, then we will hit while reading the passage, after reading the questions properly, and the chances are very close that you will find out the correct option in maximum time. Step 2 is there on the screen. Now that we understand what the question is asking us, okay, so take a moment to think of the answer before you read the choices. Step 2, again I am repeating. Now that we understand what the question is asking us, so take a moment to think. Look at the flap of the cap of the boy. What has been written here? The thinking cap means you need to activate your senses. Okay, your thought process need to be activated properly. So take a moment to think of the answer before you read the choices. Okay, so first step, go with the questions, not with the options. Second step, you need to go with the content, okay, without going to the options. Step 3, we are moving ahead. Read all the choices. Even though you got your answer in the paragraph, some example like some facts you got in the paragraph, okay, but still you are supposed to read all the options. Anything can be changed. At the moment, anything can be changed. So compare the answers to the one already in your mind. Suppose you have decided this is your answer, okay, and consider the following. But don't think that this is my answer, so there is no need for me to read all the options. This is purely incorrect. You need to go through all the options before writing your correct option. Do you see any answer that you know are wrong? If so, cross them out. Means you need to figure out that this is not the appropriate answer which I have opted. The things are different when you have read the options. Okay, so changes can be occurred anytime, any moment. So that is why I told you all the time that MCQ is quite tricky term. It is very difficult. Step 4 we have. Now look at your remaining answer and think carefully before answering. Choose the best answer. Everything has been done. Content reading done. Underline main facts done. Questions done. Okay, now go for the options and find out your answer and mark it over the sheet. Let us practice what we have done till now. Now take 15 minutes to read the selection you have been given and answer the 5 multiple choice questions on the back. I will be coming around to answer any question you may have. We will compare answers when everyone is finished. Good luck. Okay, so in the classroom we can have such type of worksheets, but we are not in the classroom. It's your virtual classroom. So virtual classroom we will practice in the same way. Yesterday evening I forwarded you one passage. Today morning I sent you the answers, and I hope you are taking it seriously, because we are not in the classroom and we will not be getting the classroom environment very soon. Okay, but we can't compensate with our work, with our daily basis work. If we have started comprehension passage, that you will be forwarded the passage once again tonight. Okay, in the same way you will do the things as I have explained you. You will see the difference. Your maximum answer will be corrected. Now while reading the text, very important, How to read the text? Yesterday we have done skimming, screening, intensive reading, extensive reading. But now we are doing everything specially for MCQ based culture, so things are quite different. So underline any unknown words and guess meaning based on the root of the word or the context of the sentence. You need to hold a pen or pencil in hand while reading the text. You need to underline the dates, the facts, something special you feel, something shocky you feel, okay, and something like that which word you are not getting. Underline all the things, means make your rough work ready. This is your rough work of grammar English. Always grammar English has also some rough work. Even essay writing, letter writing, I also suggest my students to do the rough work on the half side of the sheet as you do in the mathematics. The ways are different, you will understand in the coming future. It will be explained to you as well, because rough work is a blueprint of your final attachment. When we present something, that is a blueprint. Rough work, it's must for everything. So this is your ground ready. Facts, dates, some special difficult words, all the things are ready. So this is while reading the text, your job to do so. Sample reading. Look at the screen. I have also forwarded you one passage. It was of the same length. Okay, and see the questions based on the MCQ culture, and these are the answers. In the same way you will be doing your passage reading text. Okay, first go with the questions, then the content, scanning as well, intensive reading while underlining the facts. The third portion you have selected, you have got your answer, but still you need to go through all the options. Now the strategies which we need to follow, again we will recap. Number 1 is making inferences, visualizing, making connections, summarizing, asking questions and making prediction. What you feel about the question. All the things we will be doing in the detail in today's session. Don't you worry. Okay guys, now this is the time of making notes. Making notes, it's very compulsory in this session. So what I am telling you here, some 7 to 8 points I will tell you, which you will keep in mind while dealing with such type of MCQ based passage or MCQ based your any sort of question, maybe in sciences, mathematics, but you need to take care of these things on the ground level. So read the entire question. Read a multiple choice question in its entirety before glancing over the answers option. First and very important thing, again the author is saying that you need to go through the question properly before glancing. Glancing means looking. Students often think they know what a question is asking before reading it and jump straight to the most logical answer. This is a big mistake and can cost you dearly on multiple choice exam. So read the question thoroughly before reviewing answer options. What you do often you people do, a question is asking before reading it and jump straight to the most logical answer. This is a really big mistake. Okay, so first very important thing, read the entire question. Second point, answer it in your mind first. For example, you have read the question, afterwards you have read the content, and while underlining and you just hit in your mind that, oh my god, I got the answer of my first questions. Keep in your mind, but don't decide to finalize it. So after reading a question, answer it in your mind before reviewing the options. This will help prevent from taking yourself out of the correct answer. Okay, so you will definitely go to the correct answer, but be patient, don't be in the hurry. You got the answer, that means this is your answer. Fine, because I told you your thinking should be out of the box, but your answer should be based on the information given in the passage only. Remember this point. Now third point, we have eliminate wrong answers. Wrong answers you need to eliminate. Eliminate means you need to separate, remove. Eliminate answer options which you are 100% sure they are incorrect. Because when choice will be in just two options, it will be quite easy. Okay, what we do in the in the market as well, we just make start keeping the things aside for the later selection. In the same way you need to do. For example, I have taken out 6 to 8 pants. Okay, 6 to 8 pants, but I can't buy all. Okay, in the same way, all are not correct for you, all are not required for you, but still I need to assort. I simply request to the salesman that please keep these two aside. In the same way, you need to take out your correct options outside, incorrect to another side. So selecting the answer you believe is correct, even when you believe you know the right answer, first eliminating those answers you know are incorrect will ensure your answer choice is the correct choice. So second step, separation of the extra material which is not required while making the correct choice. Okay, I'm telling you, you need to separate the wrong answers. Now, how to do that process of elimination? Just look at the screen, the way is out. Using the process of elimination, cross out all the answers you know are incorrect. If you have done intensive reading properly, definitely you will get your incorrect answers very fast. Then focus on the remaining answers. Not only does this strategy save your time, yes, it will save your time because you will select very fast now. It greatly increases your likelihood of selecting the correct answer. Means you will be very clear, you will be very close to the correct option only if you will be using the process of elimination properly. But one condition for that, the intensive reading, scanning, full scanning of the content which you have been provided for your questions. Undoubtedly, select the best answer. Definitely, we need to go with the best answer. See, they haven't written correct answer, but they have written best answer. As I told you that maximum answers are correct, maximum options are correct. We need to go with the close option. So it's important to select the best answer to the question being asked. Not just an answer seems correct. Sometimes tricky answers, they seemed correct, but they are incorrect when we get the answers, okay, in the final test. Often many answers will seem correct, but there is typically a best answer. All the answers seems correct, all the answers you will get, array, this is also going with the option, this is also correct option, but all are not. But we need to go with the best answer to the question, that is your close answer to the question your professor is looking for, your processor is looking for. Processor means you know that these MCQ based answers are processed properly and they are fed also in the system, and when this checking is done, and automatically you get your result. Read every option. We need to read every option even though we have got our answers, okay, after our reading, but still we need to read all the option. Read every option prior to choosing a final answer. Before final answer you need to go through all the options. This may seem like a no-brainer to some, but it is a common mistake students make, as we pointed out in the previous section. Okay, the content itself is just streaming again and again. Please don't give your answer very fast. You need to go through all the option. Even though if you have got your answer, there is usually a best answer to every multiple choice question. If you quickly assume you know the correct answer without first reading every answer option, so you may end up not selecting the best answer. Now I explain you this in your terminology. Very simple. You go to the market for some shirts. You have taken out 10 to 12 shirts, okay? But 5 which you have assorted side, you are not purchasing all 5. And all are looking wonderful. In the same way, all are just seeming correct options, okay? But finally you go, after your thought process activated, you purchased your best one, okay, and you get lot of appraisal after wearing that shirt. In the same way, you need to go with the best option. Very important point here, answer the questions you know first. Okay, guys, I just want to tell you one thing, that passage is known as unseen passage. Okay, it is unseen passage with time limit. Two things are there. You don't know anything about the passage. Second, time limit is there. You need to manage your time. So you are not supposed to waste your time reading again and again and again by answering the question, by finding the questions. So that is why 3 level reading should be done perfectly, so that you will not go for the reading once again or twice again or maybe thrice again and you just waste your time. So if you are not getting answers properly, 5 questions are there, 2 answers you are feeling it's the correct answer, no harm if they are of down level, means sequence wise they are in the down, means third question, fifth question you are getting first, undoubtedly mark the answer. What happen if you are having difficulty answering questions? Move on and come back, tackle it once you have answered all the questions you know. Sometime answering easier question first can offer you to answer the more challenging or the difficult questions. Are you getting my point? If you are dealing with the difficult passage, tough passage, very tricky passage, and only one question you got correct answer, you feel like that, and rest of you don't scratch your head and don't go for the reading again and again. Start giving the answer which you are getting. No problem in that. Sequence wise, if you will get, that is wonderful, but if you need to break the sequence, it doesn't harm to your answer. In fact, it will prepare you to give more challenging answers. Yeah, it's a common saying, always stick to the best choice. Okay, whatever comes in your mind, hit in your mind, go for that, but not all the time it goes correct. So this point is explaining the same. It's usually best to stick with your answer first choice, but not all the time. All the time, whatever you are getting in your mind, what is hitting in your mind, it will be correct. It doesn't guaranteed at all. Okay, so it is the best to stick with the answer you first choose after reading the questions. It is usually counterproductive, means it can go both the way, to constantly second guess yourself and change your answer. That is why anything can happen at the last moment. After you got your answer, you are final with that. That is why I told you, no need to copy in the final sheet. You need to go with all the options. Anything can happen, you can get another option far better than that. So however, this doesn't mean your first answer choice is necessarily the correct answer choice. While multiple choice tests are not usually intentionally designed to trick or confuse students, they are designed test students knowledge and ability. Yeah, they designed the question paper to check your ability, your knowledge, your level of confusing the things, okay, how you deal the situations like that. So to this end, the answer options provided will often include the most common wrong answer among the choices, or answers that seem logical but are ultimately incorrect, or the best answer. Sometimes it can be observed the most incorrect answer, okay, goes the right answer at the end when we finish our process of reading. Okay, how to deal with such type of questions, all of the above, none of the above. So when you encounter all of the above and none of the above answer choices, do not select all of the above if you are pretty sure any one of the answers provided is incorrect. It means when you have read all the options, so you are not sure that all the answers incorrect, then never use this option all of the above. Okay, if you are pretty sure, then only give the answer all of the above, that any one of the answer provided is incorrect. If you know that all the answers are correct, then only go for this option. The same applies for none of the above if you are confident that at least one of the answer choices is true. it goes with the same hand in hand, none of the above as well. That means कि one of the choice is really true, then you can't use none of the above. Means four questions, four options, okay, four options, one is correct, okay, then you can't give none of the above, you feel, and one is incorrect, then also you can't give all of the above, okay.